Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Sarah with Big Deal Budgets, and today we're doing something I have not done before on camera. I don't know how it's gonna work. I don't know if this is something you're even interested in, but you know what? We're gonna all find out together, and you're gonna let me know in the comments and be like, Sarah, I love these videos. Let's keep them up. Or Sarah, let's pump the brakes a little bit on these kind of videos. So we have 3 things to do today. Number 1, we're going to do a very quick July kind of summary. I did all of the end of month July things off camera because the last week of July, I kind of went off the cuff a little bit. I'm filming this on a Wednesday, but I've closed out the week already because we're going on a little mini getaway tomorrow. So all of our money is just going to be on a credit card and we'll pay it back after. So things got weird at the end of this week. So that's why I'm doing this now. So we're going to do a quick recap of July, and then I'm going to show you how I do our budget for a cash stuffing, which is different from most videos because we don't do a zero-based budget. We kind of do it backwards. And then from there, we are going to, this is going to be our 200 subscriber giveaway video. So the official rules are going to be coming out. I'll do that at the end of the video. But just remember that the winner is going to get a Let's Save in any one of the individual savings challenges in my Etsy, which all of the new ones are live right now. So we're going to talk about this at the end of the video. I'm going to try to go in and get timestamps for each one of the 3 things. So, like, if you're here for this, you're going to go to that. If you're here for this, you're going to go to that kind of thing. I get it. Listen, this is not my first rodeo. It might be my first rodeo filming it, but it's definitely not my first rodeo actively doing it. So that's for sure. But anyways, I am going to get out my green tea because I anticipate I'm going to do a fair amount of talking. By the way, this is the Aldi green tea, and it's the diet green tea. And I think the diet green tea has more flavor than the regular green tea, and it's much less sugar, obviously. So, it's really yummy. So, here we go. How is everyone doing today? I am in central Massachusetts, and it is really hot. Like, it's really hot. Like, I don't do well with the heat, but my golly, is it hot. All right, let me organize myself a little bit better. Someday I'm going to come into this, and I'm going to be fully organized. And you're going to be like, Sarah, are you feeling okay? And it's going to be like, yeah, I just was able to fully organize myself. So, let us go through month-end things. So, this was the last week. Or was it? I think I filmed that one. No, this was what we did so far this week, and I've already closed it out. I've already pulled out all the cash and put it where it needed to go. We did pretty good. These were just notes to myself that actually I can get rid of. Oh, I gotta make that smaller. Today is a no spending day. I had already decided it was going to be. So I was able to close out the week. And then everything that we spend from this point on is coming out of family and rollover. and we're just prepared to just pay that back at the end. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know what the total is. I'm going to have to go back and figure it out once we do that. So, that was that for this, but I do want to show you, sorry if this is crazy for you, my category updates. So what I did at the beginning of January, and you can find this page on my Etsy shop, you can get it, and stay tuned. I'm going to be doing a whole planner bundle where it's not going to be in like any planner format, but you'll be able to get all of the pages that I use in like one simple listing. I just haven't done it yet. And I'm thinking of doing like an update, like a little more like simple and not as fancy. So what I did at the beginning of July is I wrote down all of our starting envelope amounts, and then yesterday what I did is I did the month end. And so this was my cash envelopes and bills, and we ended with a positive $5, which positive is positive. I'll take it. But what was really good is this was our sinking funds in our long term, and we actually ended with a positive $782, which I low-key cried a little bit last night. I'm not gonna lie to you. So we did really well. I have a feeling that these two numbers are gonna be like non-existent. And we're gonna use that towards the next cash stuffing, but nonetheless, that's what we saved this month, and we did a really good job. And we paid off a good amount of our debt as well. So I'm very excited about that. So that's going to be our end of month update. I won't make you sit through the swiping again. I know that I can make it like a favorite, but I'm also just too lazy to do that. So, all right. So I'm going to show you how I budget. I'm going to make sure that this is in screen. It is. I'll put my calculator here. I'm going to have my cheat sheet off to the side. So, typically with a zero-based budget, which I do not do, full disclosure, I do not do a zero-based budget. A lot of what I do is reflective of people who do a zero-based budget, but that is not how we budget in my family. My money is in my account. My husband's money is in his account. He will basically wait for me to tell him what his portion of the bills are, and then he'll either give me cash or Venmo me, which I have zero problem with that. I would love for our money to be together, but I think where we are right now in our financials, it makes more sense for them to be separate. So that's what we do. So, my cash stuffing that I have on my Etsy is very similar to the layout of this, except mine is, it has, you know, what's Sarah's total going to be, what's Ricky's total going to be, and what's the total going to be. Now, in a real zero-based budget, which is a lot of cash budgeting, and what is done is you start with the income amount, and then you work your way through and say, okay, this is what I have to work with. This is my number, and you subtract. I do the opposite. I write down what we're going to put in, and then I say, okay, Sarah is going to put in this much. Ricky is going to put in this much. We do our own buffers, which makes sense for us where we are in life right now. Could we be putting more money into our sinking funds? Absolutely. But what we actually end up doing is, with whatever money we have left over at the end of the month, we put towards a larger debt payment, or now that student loans are back, that's what it's going to be. Hence why we brought back the rollover envelope from back in the day, because the rollover at the end of the month is then going to be split between our debt payments and our student loans. So I hope I haven't lost you. I should make sure that we are filming. We are in fact filming. So let's get this party started. I did write down everything on a separate paper, so I'm going to have that off to the side for me. And what we're going to do is we're going to do our cash stuffing, and then I'm going to show you how I use the cash breakdown sheet, which this also is on my Etsy shop. And I have 2 pages of that. And so we're just going to go through it and have a blast. So, this is for our checks. We both get paid this Friday. We are going to obviously be away on Friday. So that means that my cash stuffing is not going to be coming on Friday. You'll probably get a cash stuffing video on Sunday. So just stay on the lookout for that. So again, we kind of just do the same numbers every week. They are going to start changing a little bit in September when I'm going back to work because I'm a teacher and he's going to be picking up more hours probably. So we'll kind of go from there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my numbers in the stuffed amount, and then when we actually do the cash stuffing, you'll see the same page that I use, and then I'll count everything in the envelope as the total. So we stuff for 2 weeks at a time. So, for example, I'm going to write down $100 for my personal spending. That is $50 a week. So I put everything in the envelope, and then I put $50 into my wallet. $50 stays in the binder, and then at the end of the week, we unstuff. The money that I unstuff goes to savings challenges or my personal buffer account. And then I restuff with the extra 50. So that is how things are going to be going now. So spending is going to get 100. Family is still going to get the 150. So that means that $50 is going to stay in the envelope, at least for right now. And then it will be $50 a week. I have a feeling that this is going to be an IOU from this weekend, but that is fine by me. Gas, we're going to start putting a little bit less in because gas prices are going down. And because I'm going to be going back to school shortly, I won't be doing as much driving around with the kids. So therefore, it will be much less driving on my part, and we will not need this full amount. So we're going to go back down to $100 for 2 weeks. Groceries, though, is going to stay right where it is because that is getting really bad. And BJ's, we have capped off the amount that we're going to keep in there at $150. So that total for today is going to be $650. So I know that $650 is going to be going in there. All right, now down to our bills. So we do bills a little differently. Between the TD card and the car loan, actually I'm going to go in a little bit closer here. My husband takes care of paying the car loan, which we do $500 a month. I take care of the TD card, which we do $500 a month. There's no point in us Venmoing each other for that because it's the same amount. So, we don't actually, all right, there we go. We don't actually stuff the car loan. He just pays it, which he paid it last night. So that is the $500. I like to split up our card payment over the 2 paychecks in the month. So I will be putting $250 in right now, and I will do $250 in 2 weeks in the next paycheck. This is the first time in over like a year and a half that we're putting money into student loans. So we're going to start off very small, very minimal, because we're not 100% sure what it's going to look like. So we are going to do $350 for this month for student loans. So we're going to start with $175, and then the second half we'll do the other half. So that's what this is going to be, half of what our bills are going to be, which is typical of cash budgeters. So $175 for student loans. Phone is getting $76. Okay, health insurance comes directly out of my paycheck, so I pay for it in full, and my husband will give me half. So he gives me half twice a month, so half of that is $159. The full amount is a lot. Am I paying too much for health insurance? Can somebody help me out with that? So really, what comes out of my check is like $318 twice a month. Is that a lot of money for a family of 4? Can someone help me out on that? If it is, can you let me know? We recently had to switch over, and I just want to make sure that this is good, because we have some health things going on right now. Everyone's okay. Everyone's healthy. It's just that I'm using our health insurance a lot right now for a few things. And I just want to make sure that we're getting the best bang for our buck, and we're paying what we should be paying for. All right, car insurance, we're going to start putting some money towards it. We pay once a year, and we just paid in July. So we are going to put $50 in this paycheck. Excise, we want to have this paid by the end of the month, and we have a really good chunk in there right now. So excise is only going to get $8. Car inspection is fully paid for this year and next year, as is car registration. So those two are not getting any money. AAA is exactly the same as our excise tax, so that is going to get $8. Self-care, which I actually pulled out of for the first time since the pandemic started. I got myself a haircut the other day. Let me tell you, she asked me if I wanted a shampoo, and I was like, and I was like, wait, hold up. I do want a shampoo, because I knew that I had it in my budget that I could get a shampoo. And let me tell you, that girl went to town on my head, and my head still feels good, and this was like 2 days ago. It was wonderful. So, moral of the story, if you have to go get a haircut, get a shampoo. Get the shampoo this time. Treat yourself. Get the shampoo. I'm going to add 25 to this. I just won a giveaway from Cassie J Budgets in Cynthia. I hope I said that right. Budgets. I just won a $25 cash giveaway from them. So if you're not following them, please go follow them. I'm going to link them in my description box below. They're doing giveaways all in the month of August, because they both have birthdays this month. So you definitely want to go give them a follow, a like, and some love, and go subscribe to their channel and check out their Etsy. They have an Etsy together, which I think is really cool. So go check them out. I've been talking to Cassie a lot over the last couple of days, and she's like so chill. Like, I low-key want to be friends with her. Are you watching? Can we be friends? Is this weird? Is this weird how I asked to be friends with people? I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. Subscriptions is going to get $40 today. I have to go through and figure out how much each subscription needs to be and how much I really should be putting in here. But it's going to get $40 because I know we spend a lot on subscriptions, and that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. And Amazon is fully paid for, so I am not, it is fully funded, so I'm not going to put anything in there. So this total here is $791. So, again, I do this backwards. I put in the amount that we're putting in, and then I will go back and tally it up, and I'll show you how I do that as well. Onto our sinking funds. Actually, I'm just going to jump down to debt. There is nothing on my Target card. We just paid that off. We're officially at the point with the Target card where we'll go grocery shopping and we'll use the Target card for the discounts, and then I can just pay it back. I did have a balance on there, but I don't anymore, which is really exciting. And then 200 is going to go to my Discover. So that is going to be a total of 200 there. Now for our sinking funds. I'll just keep it here. I am going to be putting $50 into my envelope. My husband is going to be putting $50 in his envelope. That is money that is free money. We can let it build up. We can take it out. We can put it anywhere. We can splurge on something. Right now, he and I have kind of been building it up a little bit. And we're using most of the funds that you saw earlier in the video to pay for the funds in this. So we can let our buffers in our account build up a little bit. Knowing fully well that both of us have some expenses coming up soon that we might definitely need the buffer for. So yeah, this money is kind of used, however. Ben and Maddie are both getting $15. And then next paycheck, they'll get 10, so 25 a month. We might be bulking that up as soon as I finish my master's degree, which a year from now should be the conversation we're having, is that I'm finishing my master's degree, which is exciting. And then I'll be getting more money, and we'll be getting more money at that point, so that'll be good. Emergency fund is getting its usual 10. That also is going to start getting bulked up soon. Christmas is getting its usual 30. We have a goal of $600. We don't do much in terms of spending for Christmas. We're more of a experience-based family as opposed to a tangible-based family. So we'll go do something before we go buy something. And so we don't need a lot for gifts. So that's why our goal is 600. And we will probably host for part of our family for Christmas on New Year's Day, which we started last year and we really liked. Car maintenance, we're going to put $10 in. We have to do our inspections this month, and we think we might need tires. Lucky us. So we're putting a little bit more than we usually do. Medical is only going to get 5. We don't foresee any medical appointments coming up where we have to pay for anything. Like, everything is already covered. So we're just slowly going to build that up. And my Big Deal Budgets is going to get $5 of our regular pay. For our long-term savings, our long-term binder is going to get 25. And I forget who's paying that this time around. I think it's me. I'll have to double check and look. But for that, our total is going to be $215. So now when I add all of this together, it is a total of $1,856. I am going to spare you the nitty-gritty of actually going through how I come up with it. But for example, like, I know that I'm putting $50 in, so I'll write a note to myself that it's 50 up here, 50 down here. I'm putting the $5. So I'll do little notes to myself of who pays what. I'm going to spare you that time of sitting through it, mostly, 1, because I don't know how to speed up videos yet, and 2, because I already know what the numbers are. So my portion of what I'm going to be putting in is $1,171, and Ricky's portion is going to be $685. That means to me that I'm definitely that's definitely mine. But I'm the one that pays for like the subscriptions. This is my self-care. This is my spending money, not his. He does his money differently, which is my number is always so much bigger than his. So with that being said, now I am going to switch over to my cash breakdown, and I'm actually going to go sideways for this one. Because it's a lot easier to see when it's sideways. And then I'm just going to make sure that I'm still in shot. Oh, goodness gracious, we have lots of room. So as you can see at the top, it has hundreds, 50s, 20s, 10s, 5s, and 1s. Here's how this page works. I know I've shown it before, and other cash budgeters have shown you. When you're stuffing your envelopes, I could very easily take this $100 and put $100 in a $100 bill in and call it a day. That doesn't make sense for the way I use the money. Especially because this is for 2 weeks, so I need 50 and 50. So I could put two $50 bills in, but also that doesn't make sense. So what I end up doing is each week I do two 20s and a 10, which is 50. So I have to pull 4 20s and 2 10s, and then 4 times 20, just to show you, is 80 plus 10 plus 10 is where I get my 100. So that's what I do. I like to do that with all of our spending categories. I think it's easier to do it that way. It's the easiest way to make change. I do have an envelope that does have some small bills, but sometimes it's just easier to do it that way. So family is going to be very similar, except I'm adding that extra $50 bill. So there's going to be that. Gas always messes me up because I really like to make it in smaller denominations. So I'm going to do 50. And this is the first time it's 100 and not 120, so it's really throwing me off. You know what? I'm not going to do any 50s. I'm going to do 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, and 5. Did I do that right? 60 plus 30 plus 5 plus 5. Yep, I did that right. So I am putting 3 20s in. 3 20s is 60. I'm putting 3 10s in, which is 30, so that's 90. I'm putting one $5 bill in, 95, and 5 $1 bills, which makes it to the 100. So that's how I come up with those numbers. Groceries, I just do 50s. I find that easiest for me. So it's just going to be 6 50s. BJ's is not getting anything. And car loan is not getting anything. And then here on out, it's just, I'm going to be stuffing with the littlest amount possible. So with these ones, I could have put a $100 bill in, but I broke it down a little bit more. These ones, I'm going to condense it as best I can, only because it just makes more sense to do it that way. So I'm just going to keep it this way. How's everyone doing today? Are you sweating as much as I am? Because I am sweating something fierce and I don't like it. 100, 150, 60, 75. Something about this process is so therapeutic to me. And I want to start doing it on camera in case I mess up. Because I very well could mess up. 155, 6, 7, 8, 9. Car insurance is getting 50. Excise is getting 8. So as you can see, it's 1 $5 bill and 3 $1 bills. I do see some people where they do like tallies. I am not a tally girl. I don't do well with tallies. It just doesn't work in my brain for some reason. Self-care is getting 25, so that's 120 and a 5. Subscriptions, Amazon is not getting anything. We're gonna come back with sinking funds because I have to do it on a different page. The only other one is long-term is split up in 5 different envelopes. So that's 5 $5 bills. And Discover is getting the 2 $100 bills. So that's that for the cash breakdown for that. This is going to be for my sinking funds. I put this on a separate page because I just group all the sinking funds together. And again, I do this in the lowest denominations possible. So 150, 50, 15, 15, 10, 30, 10, 5, 5. Or do I want to do that in months? I'm going to switch that up. I'm going to do this in ones. Because I have my new envelope now. That's a really ugly 5. I'm going to try that again. I have my new binder for this, and I think I want to stuff it elsewhere. So, I'll show you how I end it. I think it's going to be easier to see this way. Again, let me make sure I'm in screen. Okay, so down here at the bottom, I have number of bills and then what the total amount is. So then all I go is down each column and I can see, okay, I have 2 50s. So I have 2 $50 bills. I have 1 $20 bill. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 10s. I have 3 $5 bills and 5 $1 bills. Oh, and our total for this is going to be 190. I should have told you I had already put the number amounts in before because I knew what they were and it was going to save time. So then I go through and I say, okay, this is $5. 3 5s is 15. 5 10s is 50. 1 20 is 20. And 2 50s is 100. And then for quality control, I will add all of these up. And I messed up somewhere. You're probably like screaming at me right now, like, Sarah, that's not where it's supposed to be. I think I just plugged it in wrong. 100 plus 20 plus 50 plus 15 plus 5 equals 190. Oh no, I was right. I was right the first time. So, fun little trick if you are using the Good Notes. Up here, there's a lasso tool. And if you click on the lasso tool, it will make like a circle that you can like move around. So what I like to do is I like to just take this lasso tool with my number of bills and I copy this. Then I go back to my main page on my sinking funds and I just paste it right in here. So I don't have to rewrite it again because your girl is lazy. So now I'm going to go through all the columns. And since I actually changed things up from the first time around, I really need to pay attention to this now. So I'm going to do this really quickly. If I could play music, I would, but I can't because I don't know how to do that and I would do it wrong. So I'm just going to talk out loud and you're gonna have to listen to me. You can mute here, so I'll like wave when it's time, but like you can, I don't know, listen to the sound of the birds outside of your house. I don't know. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, always make sure you go back to the drawing tool, because I always mess that up. 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I also do it like this when there's no one around too. I mean, I know there's no one around right now, but like, and I'm totally talking to myself, but even still. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 3 is 10 and 15. 5, 6, 10, 13, 16, 21. All right, so I know that's going to be $21. I know that that's going to be $120. And I know that's going to be $600. And I know that my brain can't handle this, so that's why I have a calculator. 15 times 5 is 75. Actually, that one I totally probably could have done in my head. 17 times 20 is 340. And 14 times 50 is 700. That one I absolutely could have done in my head. All right, so all of these numbers together should be the 1856, right? Yep, 1856. So fingers crossed I didn't screw this up too much. Plus 340 plus 120 plus 75 plus 21 is in fact 1856, and we are good to go. So then what I will do is, if I didn't have, I already have cash, but what I'll do is after I figure out the cash, I'll take my bank withdrawal slip, which you can find these on my Etsy shop. They come in a pack or a page of 4. You can print them off as many times as you want. You can print them off once and laminate them. You can, I don't know, you can do whatever you want with them after you buy them. But I like to print them out and have a bunch of them, because then I can write notes to myself on the back and I don't have to worry about wiping them off. I just think it's easier. So then what I'll do is I'll transfer everything down here onto this page. I'll put this in my withdrawal form that's already filled out in a big envelope, and I will hand it to the teller. They'll say, "Oh, wow, you're so organized. Thank you so much." And I'm like, "You're welcome." I'm low-key a professional at this point. I don't say that. Yes, I do. And it's weird and it's funny. So that is how I budget. Again, it's different from typically the way people will do it, but here we go. And that's how I do it. So pushing this aside, bringing this bad boy out. Guys, I'm so excited. We are well over 200 subscribers at this point. I think we're at like 217 now, which is really exciting. I want to thank you for subscribing to my channel. This is huge for me. You know, I said to my husband one morning, I was like, I think I'm going to start a YouTube channel. And he's like, okay. Like, he was totally unfazed by it. I've had family members tell me that I have the personality for YouTube and the radio. And I was like, you know what? What's the worst that's going to happen? Nothing's going to happen. But this is such a great community, and I'm so happy to be a part of it. So, yeah, that's that. So the way that this is going to work is this video right here is your entry to win my giveaway. Okay, so what you need to do, couple steps. Number 1, you have to live in the U.S. I'm so sorry if you are not living in the U.S. But if you do live outside of the US and you enter, I cannot send you this, but we'll work on something. We'll make it happen. So anyone can enter. If you live inside the US, you have the chance to win this and a savings, a free savings tracker on the inside. If you live outside of the US, you will figure something out. Maybe we'll do like 2 savings or something. I don't know. We'll make it work. So that's number 1. Number 2, you have to be publicly subscribed to my channel. So I'm going to give you a second right now to go do that. Ching. I'm also going to give you a second to go put that notification bell on. Ka-ching. Perfect. And then your entry into this giveaway is as follows. Are you ready? Comment. Comment on the video. That's all I need you to do. Okay? You can write a comment. You can tell me about how awesome I am. I'm just kidding. Not really. You can tell me about your day. Any comment, as long as it's not like a spam or a robot, will count. Only 1 comment or 1 entry per person. And then what I'm going to do in my cash stuffing video that will come out probably on Sunday is I will go back, I'll go through the comments, and I'll come up with who entered, and I'll do the thing, and we'll do the thing together, and we'll figure out who won. And so I'm very excited. So, number 1, in the US to win the envelope in a savings challenge. If you're outside of the US, we'll come up with something. Number 2, subscribe to my channel, be publicly subscribed. And number 3, comment on this video. I'll even make it easy for you. Are you ready? If you have made it this far in the video, not only do you deserve a cookie and a gold star, but in your comment, which is your entry into this giveaway? Please tell me your favorite summer beverage. Your favorite summer beverage. My favorite summer beverage right now is this Diet Green Tea Citrus from Aldi. Aldi, sponsor me. I love you, Aldi. Sponsor me. I'll do whatever you want. And if you want a video of me drinking your green tea, I'll do it. I really like this. It's really refreshing. If I had to choose a more harder beverage, it's these. I don't even know if we have any more of them. Oh, bummer. They're like called Fruit Smash, and they're these seltzers. They're really yummy. They come in cans. Very yummy, very light. I could drink like a lot of them and then be like, whoa, buddy, you drink too much. So tell me that in the comments. Please share this video. I'd love to be able to do another giveaway. I don't know when my next giveaway is going to be. Maybe 500 subscribers. Should we make that a goal? Should we make that a goal right now? 500 subscribers is my next giveaway. Let's do it. Listen, I'm going to end this video because it's really long. It's really what it is. So, I hope you have a wonderful day. I am going to be going, I am going to be radio silent over the next couple of days because I'm going to be spending it with my family on kind of our last hurrah for the summer, I think. And yeah, so stay tuned for Sunday or Monday for a cash stuffing, and we will pick our winner, and then I'll be able to send this out to our winner next week. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Up for interpretation on how you want to take that. Enter the giveaway. Subscribe, comment, heart, love, things. Go check out my Etsy. Go buy things. And thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And thank you for being you. Love you. Bye.